September 2022 boat shop tour, take one. Welcome to another shop tour episode. It is the end of September 2022 and we've been working on the Sportsman quite a bit. We just got done making all of our intermediate frames, white oak. We have almost all the bottom planking done. So we installed the inner bottom, that's the diagonal bottom, 3/16, and then we milled up 1/2 inch planking and installed most of that. We'll be done here in probably another half a day with making those planks. And then what we'll do is we'll take all the outer planks off and we'll trowel in 5200, and then we will bed those planks in 5200 in new bronze screws. And pretty much that's the last bottom that boat will ever have to have in my lifetime. So if you want to see more on doing 5200 bottoms, we have a series of videos out on how to replace 5200 bottoms. So after we install the bottom and put them in 5200, we'll put these in the same day. We'll put these intermediates in the same day. So we'll do one side outer planking and then install these in one day. That way everything's wet, the 5200's wet, it beds really nice, and it all dries together and it's finished. And then what we can do is start working on our side planking and get those down the ways. We won't fare the boat until we get almost all the side planking on, because it's so much easier to fare the boat when it's upside down. And we'll just take it outside and start fairing the bottom and the sides and get that done. So stay tuned for that. So the 1967 Super Sport, 17 foot. Remember, this is the last Super Sport that they built. We got 15 coats of varnish on this thing, and we are just about ready to figure out a new name for it. We are thinking about Last Call or something, because this is the last of the Super Sports, but we'll see what happens there. All the inside is painted. We got all that bilge painted. Everything is squared away there. We do have to paint some white on the sides to also get some splash rails, so we've got those set to go on. It's getting really close, and it's a really nice boat. It's going to turn out really well. So we just applied the 11th coat to the 17-foot Hydroplane. The color came out awesome. This is just going to be a spectacular boat. I mean, you know, it's got all the right stuff. The barrel back, it's got the stepped hull, the KBL triple carb engine, which we should see here in about another month. We've been just kind of picking away at it. You know, we painted all the inside, all that's done. Now we're going to start working on the components. Your steering rod, shifting rod, throttle, and I'll get all those components all ready. So when we get the engine, we can set it in here and the components are already in there. We got to build the dash for it. After that, we'll get the gauges and then we can start wiring the boat. All the chrome is done. Matter of fact, we'll probably get that out here in the near future. Just set it on the boat, make sure we have everything. It's always a good idea to do that, and just start building up some more coats of varnish. Right here we have a 1960 17-foot Chris Craft ski boat. These things are pretty neat because they have the cut-off chines to make less wake in the back. That was the idea for that. This one came in here for varnish, and we're going to do some interior work, but we've applied 5 coats of varnish on this. We've already wet sanded the deck with 1500 and then 2000, so that's ready to be brought back to a shine. Varnishing today the final coat on the outside, the sides, so Monday that'll be nice and hard and dry, and we'll be able to buff the top and get this thing put back together again. Here we got the 1955 21-foot Chris Craft Cobra. We've been working on this for about 3/4 of a year. Haven't worked on it in a while. What we're doing is we're waiting for the interior to come back, so that way we can set the tail on here, make sure everything fits nice, and then they can spray the tail and get the tail painted. We're going to install the dash here pretty soon, and then I can start on the wiring probably in the next couple weeks. But we're just kind of slowly picking at this. This will be here through the winter, and so we'll just slowly work on it and get it done by spring is what our goal is. And then take it to some boat shows, and the customer can enjoy it for a while before the International Boat Show in September next year. So here we have a pretty special boat, pretty rare boat. This is a 1949 26-foot Gravette Streamliner. These were built in Canada, and they were built up in Gravenhurst, north of Toronto. And they're just amazing boats. The way that it's all shaped, it's almost like a canoe on the inside. It's got oak framing that's just really thin on the inside. It does have some frames in the bottom and stuff, but super cool boat. This boat had a little bit of rot in the corners, and so Zach fixed that, had to replace some planks, had to replace the rear transom plank in here, and next week I think we're gonna splash it and put it in the water and see what it does. But super cool boat. Love the vents on top, the wooden vents. It just has a lot of room, 454 modern power in it. And so overall, just a fantastic boat. And they just look so great in the water. Pretty special boat. All right, that's the shop tour. Thanks for showing up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna probably try to do one of these every month. And because stuff moves in and out of here quite a bit, and so we'll have a lot to show you. We're gonna take this thing out here pretty soon. Maybe we can get some shots of that and share that with you. But don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell if you want to be notified for more. So thank you to all my Patreons. If you want to be a supporter of the channel, it really helps me out. The link is in the description below, or you can find it on the top of the YouTube page. But I appreciate any support I can get, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye.